Hello world, this is Rovarian and welcome to another part of Humankind. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you for staying up to date with the series, or thank you for joining the series if you are new on my channel. I appreciate that a lot, your support in general. We have a decent view here. Now we put on the UI, zoom out a little and go right into the recap. What did we do last episode? Mainly, we got one more outpost here. Other than that, we also got this outpost here. That's like in the middle of nowhere, but I wanted it because of the resources. So here we have now lead and mercury available. And in addition, iron and 2 so far unknown resources. We moved around with our units. We basically finished exploration. We know the whole continent now, basically. Here, some minor foggy parts, but we know. We moved our army, or the great swordsmen, all the ones that we found on the new continent, moved them to our main continent to be ready for any military actions with the green guys who are already in the early modern era. And also we will go there now. We finished last time with collecting quite some fame in the end of the episode. Because we waited a little, we would have been the first ones to go to the early modern era, but we had quite some fame like lying right in front of us, and we took it. That means we have now a very decent fame lead, 2,000 points ahead of the second place and 2,600 ahead of the third place. Those are the guys who are in the early modern era already, with the name Haudenosaunee. I think that was the best try so far to pronounce it correctly. Feel free to correct me, I have no idea. We founded a 6th city, although we have a city cap of 5. So we get a penalty of 10 influence minus per turn, what's basically not really a penalty because the city also produces 35 influence. So in the end, we founded the city and gained 25 influence instead of 35, but we still gained. So it's still a good deal. Not sure. Sorry for my voice. Hope this gets better when talking. Doesn't sound logic, but let's see. Otherwise, we make a shortcut and I recover. Yeah, we have 6 of 5 now. I'm curious if the penalty increases. Like if you have 7 of 5, then we will have not only a penalty of 20, what would be a little like whatever, okay. For every city you get 10 influence penalty, yeah, then you can just build like crazy. Or if then the next time it's 100 influence or what. Something that actually hurts. This episode, what will we do? For sure, at first, the very first thing that we will do now is we go to the early modern era. And we also have in mind that military actions might want to take place also from our side. Because, I have quite a keen eye on Harappa and Napata over here. Because that's the closest options. Also, that would give us here the access to the coast side, would strengthen our position even more over here. And yeah, just in general, push them quite some to the north. But I have, in the meanwhile, 6 cities up here and 2 down here. So they have 8 cities. We have only 6. Better ones, I would say. Because alone population-wise, we have 28, 20, 19, and 18. Their biggest is Harappa with 18. The other ones here are quite small. But we should also try to keep them small. The Morians, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they found a new city now every time they are attacked by the Morians, but yeah, that's it. Nothing more happens. And yeah, the Aztecs still deal with their whatever political issues. I don't know. I mean, the city of Worms, they have been up to 2 population at some point. Now they are back to 1. The other city, Assur, is still at 0 population. So yeah. And to that, the 0 population Aztecs, that pink empire, whoever they are a liege to them. So they are, no, they are not limited, they are the vassal, I think it's called that. Yeah, so that's our own actual enemy, as far as I understand. And yeah, that's the only nation, the only empire that stands between us and world leadership, actually. And who wouldn't like to get to world leadership if you have the chance to? Especially in a video game. But probably also in real life there would be enough people who would do quite some stuff to get there. Think about your actions. Some real talk in between. But now let's focus on the fun part. And we go up an era. It means quite some reading now right in the beginning, quite some information. But if you want to skip that, just see the decision, use the chapters that I put for you in the description and just jump after it. For sure, we can stay Norsemen. Okay. Would give us 10% additional fame multiplier. Okay. What do they have? Agrarian is the Haudenosaunee. Okay. They can attract population from adjacent territory, city, or outpost. Will create grievance. Yeah. Okay. What do they get? In general, +1 food. Hopper. +5 food per number of attached territories, +3 food per adjacent farmers quota. Oh, that's quite strong. And they have Rotisken Rakete. That's experts in the art of guerrilla warfare. Okay, they are gunners. You need to research the flintlock technology first. There I don't see them actually. They have stealth, so they cannot be seen except by adjacent units. Okay, that's dangerous. And they have a strength of 41. That's strong. And they also fight at full combat strength even when defending against close combat attacks. Okay, I mean now, yeah, with gunpowder, it changes. Okay, then we go to the left. Venetians, they are a trader, a merchant culture. Silver tongues, plus money per number of trade routes, plus money per naval trade route. Okay. And you can build Bottega di Artisti. +4 influence, +1 influence per adjacent market quota. That we don't have. +1 money. Count as a market quota. Okay. And you can build galleas. Combining the speed of a galley and the artillery of a galleon. Okay. They look strong, 39. Much higher combat strength when in coastal waters. Okay. I am not very impressed. Edo Japanese. Okay. Estate. +1 influence per population on city or outpost. Okay, that's strong. That would be for us an immediate 100 influence boost. And they also have a Terra, +2 influence, +3 faith, -10 stability, +5 influence per adjacent mountain. Okay, interesting. And they have Naginata Samurai. Anti-cavalry and honor code. Prevents its army from retreating. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, close combat unit receives bonus combat strength when fighting mounted enemies. They're strong, 46. Then we have the Spanish expansionists. Honor and Glory, +3 combat strength on units starting their turn in a non-allied territory. Okay. And the Catedral Gotica, +1 faith per population, +3 faith per adjacent district. Ooh, that gives a lot of faith as well. And Conquistadores. They're also gunners. And have El Dorado, generates additional money from winning battles and ransacking. Okay, you need iron and gunpowder. Oh, what's it? Saltpeter, I think, is the resource. Then we have the Poles. They are militarists. Okay. When surrounded by wolves, swords must be drawn. Deadly ramparts, +10 district fortification, +2 stability on district. Okay. +2 stability. Ah, on district. Oh, that means on every district. So instead of -10, we only have -8 stability per district. It actually sums up quite nicely. So 10 districts would be 20 stability. And they can build a Barbican. +2 influence, +20 district fortification, +8 stability, +3 combat strength for adjacent units. Basically a better garrison. And you can have the winged hussars, heavy cavalry. 2 horses to iron. Yeah, we have all that. Resource-wise, we are quite fine. And 46 combat strength. Okay. They look interesting with the feathers on the back. Guess that's why they are called winged hussars. Good. Then we also have the Ottomans. Expansionists again. Supremacy of fire, -50% on heavy weapon industry cost. Okay, so I guess cannons, as in the picture up here. And plus combat strength on heavy weapon. And they can build the Sultan Kami. +1 faith per district, +3 influence, +3 influence per adjacent district. Okay, and you can have Janissaries. Bonus combat strength when participating in an assault or sortie. Otherwise, normal gunners. Also in somehow the same combat strength range as the others. Then we have the Mughals. They are builders. +2% industry per number of territories in your sphere of influence on capital. Okay, and you can build the Jama Masjid, +3 industry per worker, +2 influence, +3 industry, +3 industry per adjacent makers quota, count as makers. Okay, that's basically a little bit like the Kunar. Just even a little bigger, I would say. But they have Gajnar. That's like an elephant with a cannon on the back or what? Whoa. Can perform a full move after making an attack. Then we have the Ming, also estates. Grand Secretariat, -25% cost of enacting civic and cancelling civic, that we already have once. So we could have it doubled and basically -50% if it works like that. And we get +1 influence on territory. Like in general, okay. We have quite some territories, like 20, no, 15. Depends if outposts count directly or not. So outposts without it being attached to a city. Okay, and they can build the Grand Tea House, plus influence per district, +10 stability, +2 influence per adjacent district. Okay, and they have the Rocket Cart. That's a heavy weapon, can only move or attack in a turn. Suppression, the targeted unit cannot move next turn and has reduced combat strength. Oh. and they can shoot wide. Then we have the Joseon. They are scientists, okay. They have the Hall of Worthies, +3 science on tile producing science. That would be quite some. And they can build the Seowon. Yeah. And that gives +2 influence, minor cost and stability, so basically normal district. Gives also +2 science, +3 science per adjacent research quarter. And on city outpost, + science per researcher and an additional researcher slot. Okay. And this research quarter. And you have those ships. I know them from Age of Empires too, actually. Geobuxion. They can do ramming, increase movement speed in battle, and has bonus combat strength against adjacent targets. Okay. And we have the Dutch. For the intrepid, the world is an endless festival of commerce. Yeah, they are merchants. +1 money per population on all cities. Okay, that would be +100 money. Money-wise, we are not very strong so far. Although we have enough, but don't know. Did we ever get a star for money? Maybe in one of the earlier eras. Don't remember actually. They can build the VOC warehouse that gives +1 money, +20 money per adjacent harbor. Okay. That's a big boost. On city outpost, +2 money per trader and an additional trader slot and count as market quarters. And they can build a Floyd. Okay, that's then a new naval transport unit. So basically for us, an upgraded Langskip. Increase movement speed when starting its turn in an allied territory. Okay. It doesn't say anything anymore about that they can't sail into the high sea. I guess that's just with the early modern era, that's done. Now you can sail into the high sea probably. Okay. So if you want to go for militarists, actually, we only have the Poles available, or we stay Norsemen, but I would change. Yeah, the Barbican is nice actually. As fortification, also gives a little bit influence, not much compared to what we can get with others. The special unit is nice, not great, but nice. Yeah, and also the stability bonus in general is nice. Otherwise, I like the Japanese because they have samurai. Also, the additional influence is nice. Also, yeah, influence per adjacent mountain. Okay, that is then in fight a little bit with building maker's quarters there, what also gives a huge bonus. But those in general, I mean, they give +2 influence and +3 faith, and we anyway can only build one of these. Spanish, I don't know. Somehow I don't feel them. We have the Ottomans, yeah, with the heavy weapons. It would be interesting. The Janissaries, also the Sultan Kami. Sounds interesting. Mughals. The Ming, yeah. That I also like. I like the rocket card, to be honest. But we also need, yeah, 3 Salpeter resources. I'm not sure if we have that many right away, but we might. And the Grand Tea House, yeah, +1 influence per district is strong, and +2 influence per adjacent district is also strong. And it also gives you additional stability. So that's a nice thing. And here, the minus percentage cost of enacting and cancelling civics is also quite nice. Especially as from the tenet, from our second tenet, we already have minus 25%. And yeah, that might work. And plus influence on territory. The Ming or the Japanese, I think. Also some of the science, I don't feel like going full on science now. And money, nah. Okay, so Japanese. So definitely an estate nation that we know already. And then it's the question, even an Asian nation. So that's the question, Ming or Japanese? Plus 2 influence, plus 3 faith, minus 10 stability. Ming doesn't give faith, but has the rocket card. Plus influence per population. I mean, that's crazy strong. On city or outpost. Yeah, I mean that's a 100 influence boost. 100 influence per turn. Plus we can have that. The Terra. And we can recruit Samurai. The other thing gives us 100 influence per turn with increasing numbers. That saves us influence if we want to enact and cancel civics. It saves us a lot of influence then, but also only for that one specific action. What do we need for the samurai? Nothing specific, only centralized power technology. And yeah, we could strengthen our faith with that. We go with the Japanese. Confirm. Okay.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment. After all, who really needs an emperor to run an empire if you have a shogun?
Okay. You don't see it in any of the buildings, but we are now Japanese. Open the empire screen. Oh, okay. Just brings us here. So next will be the industrial era and then the contemporary era. That would be it. And we are in turn 317. 600 is the maximum. Other than they patched it away. That I actually don't know. But I'm not aware of. Okay. 4 more stars. We need 2 more territories to a city. So basically just an additional city. Agrarian stars, yeah, 30 more population. That's quite some. Military stars, we are ages away of that. Estate stars, yeah. Influence 40k away. Money ages away. Builder stars, yeah, we are close, I would even say. And scientist, yeah, 5. Takes also a while now. And our influence we can boost. We already have the boost from the Shogun's authority. And yeah, we also keep the strong naval units. That's also nice. Yeah, from the early ones. Somehow with the third age it becomes much stronger. I mean, +3 naval movement speed, that's double, at least at that time. And also plus influence per population, then at this time is quite strong. Let's see how it scales up later. Competitive spirit era star we don't get because yeah, we are a leader regarding that. Probably that's how the pink guys here got their 6 stars. They are, I would expect they are not yet medieval era, but that they are, what was before? That they are still classical era probably. I mean, for sure they are not medieval era. They are classical era, worst, even ancient. Nah, I guess they are in the classical era. I guess. Okay. People of Mohenjo-daro are starving. Oh no. Influence production is now 467. Yep. Yep. What does it say here? No idea. We'll find out. We are building a farmer's quarter here already. And yeah, right now we have -1 food. Oh, but actually we can just assign 1 for money to food. That was easy. We also switch on these again to know where we can get more food. Now we also have to see. Immediately bring one of your empire's territories back into its sphere of influence and gain influence for each adjacent territory already in your sphere. Okay, if you do not have the strongest influence in the territory, there is a high chance it will start converting back after you use this action. Yeah, sure. Okay, so that doesn't give us much right now because anyway, the borders are closed regarding this and at 100%. And that's it. In 5 turns, we'll have chivalry. And we have armies to move around. Oh, yeah, right. Wait. We have them in 1 turn. In Regensburg, we'll have fishmonger. The next was then intended to be that, but we don't do this now. The Levi administration, I think it was, or was it? No, customs farm was it, right? But instead, was man. I just want to say where are the samurai, but yeah, we can't recruit them yet, right? We can also have a fort. Afterwards, we can make the terror plus influence per adjacent mountain. Yeah, we would have mountains. Yeah. Here would be nice, and we could actually do that. I mean, we get 3 industry from here, sure. That's about it. I mean, the industry benefits more here, I would say, because we have bony from the maker's quarters and more bony than here. Because here we can only benefit from 1 additional maker's quarter. Yeah. Here we build our first Terra. Was it Timișoara will build that after they finished all of these? Do they have mountains somewhere in Timișoara? No, we don't have mountains. here. How matching actually. Timisoara, there are no mountains. Also, that does not count as a mountain. Okay. But we could still have it up here. Because we have nothing up here that can highly benefit from it, let's say. We get right now 2 industry from that tile, and that's it. I mean, here, yeah, industry. Maybe have some food income. But that 2 industry, I would say we don't need. Yeah. So we'll have it in here. Mohenjo-Daro will finish the farmer's quarter. They have mountains. But you can't place it like in the middle that a lot of mountains are attached. Here would be good. Then you would have maybe... That would count as 3 mountains, I think. But yeah, here we also... Everywhere only have 2. Could have it here. Because it's anyway the transition. We thought even of having a maker's quarter here to benefit from the Kuna. But yeah, we could just have the Terra there and then have the transition to food production, because here again we can have more farmers' quarters. Or we may have another maker's quarter here and then here. Then have it here, because there we don't have much benefits. Yeah, then we do that. Have a maker's quarter here, because here we lose too much food if we go for it. Like this, we get quite some of that. Okay, and then we have to wait. Okay. There we don't have mountains. Tikal has mountains, yes. It doesn't need too long for the Terra. Nice. Flood irrigation, then you should have food again, at least some, so you can wait. Oh, and here would be strong actually. For sure, we also lose food and industry in here, but we get 22 influence from 1 Terra. Because you're like in between all the mountains. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now all the cities here have planted Terra. What will also boost our faith. What we can also use. Actually, here we are stronger. Here maybe we can start a conversion like that. Here, right now, not really. Right, we also should check for saltpeter. Okay, so here's one in the green guys territory. Do we have any saltpeter here? No, these 3 are still unknown. But we have more territories. Here we have one. Yeah, also in Atayu we will spend some influence. Only some. And as we have announced already, but not yet a harbor, we can also build a harbor now in all these territories. Not sure if it's intended to be like this, but it's possible. I mean, that gives us even more food. Perfect. Take this. Then we do artisans quarters on Lead, what boosts our science production. We put it on mercury, what also boosts our science. And then for sure we also build the iron mine. The iron mine not yet, and saltpeter we can't do yet. Okay. We need to research gunpowder warfare. Okay. Where is that? Here. Then we can also have arquebusiers. And here we have our samurai. Centralized power. Yeah, that's anyway what we're working on with chivalry. Okay, then we probably skip this and this for the moment. And then go directly for these new ones. Also supply lines, we get an additional city cap, that was also our target. And we go closer towards patronage. If you have patronage, then we benefit from the second bonus of the luxury deposits. I think that will be quite a bonus then. Livian bastions, musketeers, 46. I think that was the precondition for the special unit of the green guys. Men of war. 3 copper. But even we have 3 copper right now. Okay, but that's also the end of the era, basically. Okay. Then chivalry, then first centralized power to have samurai. 35 upkeep. Okay. And gunpowder warfare, what gives us arquebusiers? They can only move or attack during the turn, not both. And they need saltpeter, yeah. But we have 1 at least. Okay, so we do now chivalry, and then I think we go for gunpowder warfare. Centralized power first. +3 money on luxury resource deposit. Oh, that will also be strong. That would help us in financing the samurai directly. Okay, this, then this. And then we can start cleaning up old stuff. Like clean up a little here. Maybe start with alchemy, because yes, plus stability per researcher is a slight bonus. And the alchemist workshop is a great bonus. Plus 10% science. I cannot be done without the following technology patronage. Oh no, that's for the next upgrade, I think. Okay, so probably once these 2 are done, we switch to alchemy. Then we clean up back here. Okay. Now we have a huge plan. Let's see if we also fully stick with that. Okay, you guys. Shall check here. And there is actually another resource. Can we explore that mountain here? Not really somehow. Okay. Then we go down here. That's it. Where do we have saltpeter? Here is saltpeter. There is none. Here is one. So far we know of 3. One of 4 actually. One of them we own. Here, still all unknown. Here we have access to it. Okay, so we have 2 in our territories. But that's it. Okay, so for the heavy artillery, we might need a 3rd one, like here. Here, yeah, we don't have any. Okay. Good. So much to that orientation. Here, one of you guys goes there. Thank you. And you guys go here. And stationary. Okay. So those, yeah, the great swordsmen. Oh, they now also look different. Yeah, because they're not Norsemen, great swordsmen anymore, but Japanese. Still have the Javelineers. 28 strength. I think they get a bonus right now because they are next to... Oh no, combat strength from Stormborn, culture trait. Okay, and professional soldiers. Okay, I thought it's because they are right next to the garrison. These are only swordsmen. They have 29. Yeah, for them we would have to research more upgrades. Do we know what military units they have? No, we don't. That's a bummer. Here. Then we have... Ah, there. Didn't see those great swordsmen for a moment. I was wondering where they went. But there they are. What else do we have to move? No, these guys, they sailed here and landed there now. So they're on the way. The other great swordsmen, yeah, have been here. You are stationary here. Those guys we moved. Those guys we moved. Do we have? Yeah. Here we have another unit of horsemen, which shall basically just scout right now, I think we said. So you walk there. You walk all the way or what? No, okay, we stop. It just didn't show. Why ever? But yeah, it's fine. Oh, also here we have saltpeter actually. And we have 3 already. I missed that one. Nice. So we don't even need another territory, we just have enough. Yeah. The religion already looks different in these lands now. They will convert in 7 turns. What will maybe even increase then our influence, our faith also in these territories even more. And might start the conversion actually here. Especially then after we also in the next turn build then the Terra. Although the Terra would be nice to have done here. Basically here would be best actually, because we would use the least space possible, or waste the least, let's say. Can build a harbor in Birka. Here, okay. Yeah, be another great spot actually. Provides even more food. It's actually a little broken with the Naust and the harbor, I would say. Yeah, here would be the preferred spot. To have here the full industry bonus. Question is, what do we... Okay, that would mean that we anyway build a maker's quarter right now. The idea was to build another one here, but we can also make maker's quarter, maker's quarter, maker's quarter, maker's quarter, commons quarter, for example. Here we could have them, for example, a market quarter. Market quarter here. To also have some money and to use the market quarters. Why not? And then build the terror here. Until there, it's a long way, yeah. I'm honest regarding this. Or we can have the easy way out. What would be here or here? No, here or here. Here going for food is not really worth it because it's only those three, and here going for industry is also not really worth it because it's only those two where you can build market quarters. Think of that while I take care of my nose, guys. I'll be right back. For you, a shortcut only. I'm back. Just had to quickly take care of my nose because it started running out of nowhere. No idea why. You don't know with those noses. They just do that. We've been here, right. The Terra, either there or there. Yeah, here is industry, here is industry. And we will have the harbor. Wait, the harbor here. So it would benefit from market quarters. We could even then have it here. And then have here market quarters around. Would be an interesting concept. And then have the Terra, yeah, here. Because we don't use it for industry. Then we build now here a market quarter. After that maker's quarter. Put it here. Because here we'll have the harbor and then we have here the best benefits together with the harbor. Yeah. Let's try new things like we did with the research quarter. Let's also use a market quarter. And then next will be the Terra here for the additional faith. Oh, but actually we can have a Terra in this. That's a different territory than this one. So we can have a Terra here too. Oh. Forgot about that for a moment. Here the Terra. Probably here. Should also select the correct city. Yeah, that's also the spot that it proposes. The only issue is that would also be a great spot for industry. Really great spot for industry. Yeah, here would be a Terra also be interesting. They have at least one mountain. Otherwise, that's it in that district. On the other hand, I think we can skip the industry of that one mountain. I mean, anyway, in the meanwhile, they benefit more from each other, like having them close together, so soon this will be more lucrative probably than this. Then we still have these connected. For sure, we lose then that one connection point. It would be better to have the Terra here, for example, from that point of view. Because then we have the full industry here. And from the Terra we would have then 5 influence instead of 10 additional. There we have both mountains, if it counts actually, but it says per adjacent mountain. It doesn't have to be in an adjacent territory, I think. We'll find out. When we have the charcoal kiln, we will here place a maker's quarter and see. Actually, we can schedule it right away. Bam. Plus 61 influence from district. Okay. Plus 6 from main plaza, plus 8 from infrastructure, plus 5 from natural right, and plus 42 from influence from population. So basically, before we became 28 from population, I think. So like 2 per population, and now we have 3 per population. Yeah, okay. Also here we can have an additional harbor. Can then also think about, I mean, we have a lot of industry up here. Even down here, we switch to how are they? Market quarters. God. So here we can have oh no, only here we can have a harbor. Okay. But still, it gives plus some food, plus money. I mean, it still gives us something. It's just not very efficient in comparison to other spots. Do we have here? 22 faith production, yeah, because of the stone rings over here. And in 2 turns, that will also be our territory. Nice. You guys are also to be moved. Where did we want to move you guys? Here could be a nice spot. Run. Do we reach there? No. Okay. And finish the turn. The Aztecs reached the medieval era and kept their traditions. Oh, they only reached the medieval era now. Whoa. I thought they would be in the lead. They're only now in the medieval era. What? And they don't have population. What? What are they doing? Anyway, what does the war support now do? They still have 100. Yeah, for sure, because they have given Guinan. We don't have any. I also want to ask something from them. Otherwise, we have to declare unjust war again. I would prefer to declare a just war. Don't think something like that exists actually, but in the game it does. If you have a reason, you can declare war in the game without fearing any penalties. Okay, you guys station here. What do you guys do? Could combine with these guys actually. Then what do you do? Yes, still we can find more outposts over here. Okay. Get even more of everything. Probably that's the best option actually. Okay, so you go back here. You will go back on land next turn. You check down here. And we discovered the Ladoga Lake. That's this one. I just has the name. Yeah, okay. Doesn't provide any bonus. It's just that's the lake. And we can collect stuff here. We like to collect stuff. As long as it doesn't give us new cogs. We have enough of them. It's important to mention that. Otherwise the game might forget and might give us more of them. Oh yeah, we have them stored here for the moment. That they can support over there. If we want that. You guys supposed to go here. Okay, then you will stay here for the moment. Was it interesting if we can have another wonder, for example? Can we see that somewhere? Show unclaimed wonders. Oh, there's... Ah, that's the exclamation mark. Okay. They have the Forbidden City. Can we claim one wonder per era, maybe? They have the Temple of Artemis. They also have the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. And now they claim the Forbidden City. Plus 25 war support increased when going to war. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see. Yeah, well, will be Delos. Okay, means we can choose between the Machu Picchu. All of your cities gain food equal to 50% of the food produced by Machu Picchu city. Huh. Must be placed on a mountain. Okay. St. Basil's Cathedral. +1 faith per district and +20 faith in general and 40 stability. Okay, there would be an option to build them even here. Then we have the Taj Mahal. +50% money on calm city. What is a calm city? Must be placed on a river. Okay, and the Topkapi Palace. Didn't hear of the Topkapi Palace. The others I've heard of. Topkapi I didn't. Embracing a principle of imperial seclusion, including secret passages, the palace affords the Sultan great privacy. Plus stability, okay. Plus 100% production towards any shared project. Okay. Plus 5% industry. Doesn't sound too strong, to be honest. St. Basil's Cathedral. Yes, would be strong faith-wise. We place it here. Taj Mahal, yeah, I don't know what to think of the bonus. Machu Picchu. Yeah, in a city where we have a lot of food. And we do that in Regensburg because we have 3 nousts there. Then all other cities gain food equal to 50% of that. Consider that quite strong. But yeah, also the additional faith is quite good, I think. I mean, the additional faith might give us the chance to declare a just war. The other hand, with the Machu Picchu, we have food. Must be placed on a mountain. Can we place it on a mountain in Regensburg? Because I think Regensburg has the biggest food income. has a consumption of basically 400 and still an output of 100, so basically 500 food. Production in Regensburg. Timisoara has around 228. Mohenjo-Daro has 227. Tikal has 189. Yeah, and the others have less, for sure. Well, actually, they are stronger than some of the other ones, 210. And Birka has 120 roundabout. Okay. So yeah, definitely in Regensburg. Do we have a mountain? Yeah, we do. Can place it here, or here, or here, or here. Then I think we go with Machu Picchu. But here also the stability bonus is great. They like that more than that, just from optical point of view. I like if you do something on the mountains, if it somehow looks natural and so on. Go with that because of the looks. For 1050, yeah. Okay, okay. You need influence to claim a wonder, 2000. Ah, so okay. So if you have enough influence, we just have to build the other one, then we can even claim the other one too. I mean, the influence we will have in one turn again. So we just have to build it. Well, Regensburg, in 6 turns after the Terra is done, we build the Machu Picchu. Oops. 63 turns. Oops. Yeah, I would have it here. Place it already. Then we see if we actually, well, we can also give 498 population to build it. Now we want to have the Terra first. Can we? You have invested some industry for construction of Terra. Are you sure you want to cancel it? No. Shared projects. Yeah, how can I see this now? Ah, like this. We can also stop for the moment, right? Okay, then no one is participating. Yeah. And it's fine. Good. First, I want to see all kind of terras. Didn't we build it here? Wait, what was the tactics here? To build it there? How did I come to that conclusion, guys? Eh? Then a maker's quarter? What? What? What did the old man think here? Placed here, maker's quarter. To come over here, yeah, that I remember. But why? What should we want to place here? We removed that. Doesn't make sense. Here we built a Terra for the influence. I'm confused. As you can see. Here we still have the swordsman. Yeah, not very strong in comparison. Okay, you guys have to walk more. Go, go, go. And that's it. Then also Tika will start with construction of the Terra. Heidelbeer, no, they have more to do. And Birka, yeah, is building the market quarter. Atayu gain population. The people of Timișoara are starving. Oh no. How many people do we have there? 4. Also here. Also Cherson we have now. Was that already? Increase our faith flow? Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, in 5 turns, this will be converted, and maybe we also convert then more here. Let's see. Go. And what yours? Oh, you're starving seriously. Can you? Yeah, you could theoretically build a harbor. Just would it give us anything? Here it would still do something. But then here, and then have market quarters. As we thought at some point. Yeah, but at first you do library. Because that gives plus science per population. We have 20, that means we get another 20 science. Yeah, it starts again being available in a decent time, let's say. Should we research that maybe earlier? Like have chivalry now and then have the small stuff first? Before we go for these? Probably. Because in the meanwhile we can build up more research. Yeah, then we have that and that and that. We can also have more great swordsmen if we wanted to. And maybe make crossbowmen out of the javelineers. Then we go for alchemy. And then for that. The other hand, like this, it takes much longer to come to the gunpowder units. And if you have samurai in 22 turns, instead of having 20 turns for crossbowmen, pikemen, and great swordsmen. Yeah, I think like this. Armory is also nice. High furnace boosts the industry even more. Then we actually clean up here. Till then it should also go quite fast, I hope. Plus 2 money on outpost. That's also nice. And yeah, patronage. Movable typeface printing house and university. Okay, more science, more science. Okay, plus 1 science per population. Plus money. Plus money. Okay, it looks like now actually money and science become more and more important. At least also into technologies, that's now what's boosted. Plus science per saltpeter. Interesting. Also, okay. Good. Idle army. Okay, go there. The other, finish your movement and done. Curiosity detected. Where? Ah yeah, we sent you guys up here. Right. Okay. Finish the turn. There we have, yes, salt, what gives additional food. How much does it cost to fund an outpost here? 650. Not crazy expensive. Here we have tea, plus 2% food. In Regensburg, what would be 10% would be 50. So 1% would be 5, 2% would be 10 food. Otherwise, that's 10 food as well. But direct food where the other cities benefit more. So right now, salt would be more attractive regarding this. Ah, you have to walk all around here. Okay. Forgot about that. Yeah, you are stationary here. You are stationary here. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do there. They are stationary here. Then only these guys are to move, I think. Yeah. And that's it. And our war support is going down by 1 per turn. Yeah, for that we need 80 war support. They greet us. Strength is comparable and we are more powerful than them. That's unchanged. Yeah. Next. City of Timișoara. People of Timișoara are starving again. People of Sadakpia converted to Harappan's polytheism. Ah, yeah, that we saw coming. Right. You do House of Scribes. And then the Terra. Okay. Once the Terra is done, then we can put industry onto the Machu Picchu. Walk, guys, walk. And other than that, we have... we can here make this 183 influence. Yeah, we'd take the additional iron. Why not? And you guys go here. And you guys are anyway stationary here. You guys can go somewhere like here or something. Or we can also go up here with them to also have access here to resources in case we want like the gemstone, for example. Plus money per gemstone on maker quarter. Market quarter, not maker. There's ebony here. More tea, also dye. A lot of dye. And here papyrus. A science on main plaza, on administrative center. That would actually be nice. And we also have the influence from Ustjurt. And money. And the papyrus bonus is nice. Can combine it with that territory. That's the food income. The big territory here. We found another set of outposts over here. Come on. YOLO. And you guys. No, you go here and check. go up here and check around. So we can decide where we need them most. Chivalry researched, yeah. Can now build Hamlet. Curious what that actually is in detail. If it's just like just a district, probably. Oh, we can upgrade our horsemen now. Need to be in allied territories. Okay, then we can upgrade them to knights. Okay, do we want that right now? Probably we don't. These guys are in the home territory. For sure, I mean, they become stronger by, I think, 10. Because I think that's the unimproved value that's shown here, 36, and they have +3. So I think they have actually 10 more. The knights, what would be quite strong actually, right now. Here we can recruit them, I think. Yeah, knights, they have an upkeep of 25. Now they have 8, so triple upkeep. We have 4 units of them. 4 times 15, that would be an upkeep of 60 in addition for right now no benefit. Well, then we don't do it. Especially as we can do it basically anytime. I mean, here we are not at all in danger right now. Because there's just us. No one else. Hey, you guys go up there now. Then actually you could also check out here to explore the last remainings that we don't know. Okay, it's you and you. And you do your last move to join the army here. Okay, otherwise we are developing. Tikal in 2 turns will have the Terra as well as Regensburg. Then Regensburg is also free to start working on the Machu Picchu. Actually, if we put one more, will it be 1 turn? 2 more? No. Okay. Then go for the money. Okay, checking the time. All good. Finish the turn. Access to lead was purchased by the Aztecs. Yeah, no wonder. I mean, lead is a good thing. You check here. Okay. We discovered the Zambezi River. That's this one. Zambezi. This one. All the way here. That very long river doesn't have a name. That one does. Okay. There's worse in life than a river without a name. Yeah. Can go here into the mountains. There a terror would be nice. Then you have 4 mountains around. And you guys go here, and now we check where there is the best spot for an outpost. Okay, here it says down there, because it's a lot of food, and that's actually true. And some industry. And this territory, where do we have industry? Up here. Because there's more food than industry. Actually have a little bit of lack of industry in this area. There we have quite some industry. Yeah, lack of industry, not necessarily a lack of industry. Here we also have 12, for example. $15 and 12. Here we have 14 and 11. Well, then we go here. Okay, go. Run, run, run. Oh. Okay, then stop running. Those are the last damage units, aren't they? They have still not been in own territory. They have not been home in ages, I'm tempted to say. And actually, it's true for them, I mean. They're at least here since the medieval era, if not the... No, since the medieval era, because they came here with the long skip, so yeah. But since almost a full era, they are out of home. And Birka is done with the market quarter down here. That means now we build the Terra here. Okay. Then is the question afterwards, what do we do? Okay, we can make Hamlet. Costs us 10 stability and gives us 1 slot for each. So it's just a district, and where can we place it? Anywhere. Okay. The Hamlet we can place wherever we want. And basically then have access to new districts, what is for Birka actually very nice, because we can have it, for example, here. Or here, and then have the Terra next to it. Probably here, and there we don't have the maximum benefit from it. But the idea is also to bring it here in order to then have access for the Terra to the mountains. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, we can set it here for just additional industry. There we have food and industry. Now we can also set it here and then even build 2 farmers' quarters. But what do 2 farmers' quarters give us? Meh. Not convinced. Yeah, down here we want the Terra, up here we want industry, and I mean industry we have a lot here. So that doesn't give us much. Other than a good spot to start building more districts. Also in this direction. I mean, it makes definitely sense to place it somewhere down here. The question is just where exactly. But actually only here or here. Here the Terra, here whatever. Garrison even. Because that also blocks the way through here. I mean, then you have to walk around the mountains here. If you want all through the city, that will be fortified. Here or here. That's the only decision now to be taken. If we have it here, what do we build then here? That's a little bit the question. Market. Research. Research quarter. Research quarter here and here. Or here, 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 here. Even in all 4 of them, actually. Do they benefit better like this then? No, doesn't make a difference. Okay, then here. So Terra, then Hamlet. Then Research Quarter, and then Terra. Again. Second Terra. Good. Next. People of Timișoara are starving again, and we unlock the first arrow store. People of Chazon converted to Varovarianism. Nice. Those are these guys. Are we the first ones to have a star? No, we are not. Ah, yeah, right. The green guys directly got a star when they came into the new era. I remember. What does that do now? No, 75%. Well, here 56%. Yeah, 43, 33, 34. Okay, there they have a much bigger hold, but soon we will start producing here some faith. And not so long later also here, which might change the game a little more. Hopefully even turn the tide. We have 91 of 125 followers. Followers repetition. 4 in rebels from the Mycenaeans. We still don't know where that is. Oh, they are at the 3rd tenet already. Yeah, okay. Because they have also 41 followers from us. What did they choose there? That's interesting. Show not mercy. Plus 10 war support when opponent refuses your demand on relations. Plus 10 war support when opponent breaks an agreement on relations. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I mean, they have maximum war support, so... Not very impressed. Okay, you do that. We also conquer now the east of the continent. And you guys are supposed to go up here, right? To check the area. Yeah, the next one we see if we put them here or there. We can then decide. 2 idle cities. One is Regensburg, which starts with the Machu Picchu now. 62 turns. And I forgot, actually, we built the Terra now here. We will then also want the Terra in that territory, but actually then here. So first we need to make us quarters. Here it's 3. And also in Mohun, actually, we want the Terra then right. Do we want it here? Probably. Although, yeah, here we could benefit from the Maker's Quarters more than here, where it's just a row. So first Maker's Quarter here, and then Terra there. Let's see. For now, let's work on the Machu Picchu. Then we realize, oh, no, that takes forever and ever. Oh, yeah. Nice Terra here. 22 influence. And faith production. Oh, and actually here is another nice spot. I mean, that we intended to use for industry as well. But yeah, there we also have these guys now. These options. Bam, bam, bam. I think the Commons quarter doesn't benefit from it. Or does it? Farmers, makers, research, or market quarter. Yeah, this doesn't count as any of them. But still, it produces quite some influence. Come on. And faith. We do. And afterwards, Tikal also supports Regensburg. Let's see here. Yeah, we are getting closer here again to the 60%. What would start a conversion. Does here, they just keep the hold of the territory, religion-wise. Although we have a lot of faith production, but also they have a wonder somewhere here, if I remember correctly. It's not shown right now. Good. You guys are all standing. Then finish turn. You go here. And stay here, please. Whoa. Yeah, you are funding an outpost here, which will be ready in 6 turns. And we want then also to found an outpost in this territory. And you say we do it there. Could also go... By far not as good. For sure here more industry. But yeah, here a lot of food. It'll take a while to build it, but we do. 17 turns. And we have to wait another turn. Okay. But yeah, we have a big influence income now. We almost doubled it already. We had a little more than 300. Now we have 530. We might actually achieve an estate star. Not sure if more, but 1 at least. Access to Mercury purchased by the Aztecs. And urgent affairs. Based on a true story, your achievements are many and your lands are beautiful. Since times of antiquity, your people have marveled a place of great natural grandeur, Danakil Desert, within your lands. But few have heard the true and thrilling story behind its discovery, until now. Popular playwright in Mohenjo-Daro has adapted the event for the stage. A saga of exploration and high adventure, replete with dramatic embellishments and lascivious romance. The people are thrilled, and you hear it is not half bad. Perhaps you should grace this theater with your own presence and see for yourself. Attempt drawing attention to works like these may inspire a greater appetite for science and exploration. Also, you could use a break. Chances of triggering another narrative event, okay, and learning on 5 targets for 20. Plus 20 science. Or pass. Cheap entertainment does not interest you. Besides, your continued presence in the capital will keep your citizens focused on more important matters. Patriotic. Minus recruit industry cost. Let's go to the play. Oh my, Regensburg is almost at its full capacity. And has easily enough food to support all of that so far. strong. Okay, that's everything that was to do in this turn. Then go over here. Finish our turn. The Celts reached the medieval era with the English. Atayu converted to Rivarianism. Atayu? Where is Atayu? That's Laravag. The Celts. I think that's the pink guys. Wow. Okay. You found an outpost here. That takes a while, but you're fine with that. Up here they can get industry at some point, but now, yeah, we can also just build a hamlet there and solve such issues. Not as we had the issue with Tikal all the time. If I understood how the Hamlet works correct. I guess I do. But I still only guess. And these guys are also healed now. Finally. And having an outpost here is already enough to be able to promote them. Okay, so now we also have the eastern shore of the continent. At least something there. And is it already? No, it's in construction. Okay. The hamlet is in construction. Here we have the terror now. And what converted to Ayanu? Where is Ayanu? Okay, let me check. Atayu. Ah, down here. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, nice. For the population, they all follow our religion. Although there is no faith production here, but yeah. That we're off. Apparently their religion doesn't spread at all. I think Hittite shamanism it's called. But yeah, we are fine with that. Don't necessarily need all their religion. We're fine with our own one. Yeah, then Birka will be ready. Can also think with all that influence income now of soon founding another city over here. Huh. Thinking what to do with these regions. Shall we attach then Musica also to Birka? And then go further over here. That territory offers one unknown strategic resource. Yeah, down here. As it's somewhere in the desert, probably that's oil. That territory we have already. There we would have more ebony. Here we would have gemstone. Here we have something. Here we have horses. Also there is... Yeah, there's an oasis. We have some oases. Otherwise, there's not a lot of resource to get in that territory. We might skip it for the moment and see if later it becomes relevant. Same for that, actually. And then focus more like on that area. Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff to connect here via outposts. Quite an expansionist plan, actually. But a plan. We'll find out next part. For now, guys, that shall be it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, again, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate if you also give a thumbs up, if you hit the subscribe button. And I wish you all a nice day. Have a good time. Bye bye.